Have you ever stood up and felt your legs tremble just a little? Or walked across the room and realized you were more cautious than you used to be, afraid of slipping, stumbling, or simply feeling unsteady? For many women over 65, this quiet loss of confidence in our own legs and balance can sneak up on us. It doesn't always begin with a fall. Sometimes it starts with hesitation, a skipped walk, a declined invitation, a fear of stairs. But here's the truth. Aging does not mean losing your strength, your mobility, or your independence. Not if you take action gently, wisely, and consistently. In this video, we're going to explore a full set of low-impact exercises designed specifically for women over 65. These movements are gentle on your joints but powerful in results, helping you build stronger legs, better balance, and renewed confidence with every step. You won't need fancy equipment or hours of time. What you will need is a quiet space, a bit of focus, and the willingness to care for your body in the way it deserves. And later in this video, I'll reveal a surprising reason why some women never improve their balance, no matter how much they exercise. It's not about age or effort. It's something else entirely, and once you understand it, everything can change. So, if you're ready to move without fear, feel steady and sure when you rise from your chair or step out into the world, stay with me. This journey begins now, and you're not alone. Have you noticed that chairs feel lower than they used to? That climbing stairs takes a bit more effort? That your legs once so steady feel just a little unsure? This slow, silent weakening of the legs is one of the most common issues women over 65 face. But it's not because you've done anything wrong. It's because, biologically, after the age of 60, we begin to lose up to 1% of our muscle mass each year, especially in the lower body. And it doesn't stop there. Our fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that help us react quickly to catch ourselves from falling or misstepping, also shrink unless we keep them activated. But here's the hopeful part. According to the National Institute on Aging, even simple strength exercises performed 2 to 3 times a week can maintain and even rebuild muscle mass, especially in the legs. You don't need weights, you don't need a gym. You just need intentional movement. Let's look at 3 low-impact movements that specifically help combat this muscle loss in the thighs, calves, and glutes so you can sit, stand, and walk with more power. 1. Seated leg lifts. How to do it. Sit tall in a chair. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg out in front of you, keeping it straight. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower gently. Repeat 8 to 10 times per leg. Why it works. This targets your quadriceps, which are critical for getting out of chairs and supporting knee strength. When these muscles weaken, falls become more likely. 2. Heel raises. How to do it. Stand behind a chair and hold the back for support. Slowly raise both heels off the floor until you're standing on your toes. Hold for a second or two, then lower. Do this 10 to 12 times. Why it works. This strengthens the calf muscles and ankles, which are essential for walking stability and preventing ankle rolls, especially on uneven ground. 3. Glute squeezes. How to do it. While sitting or standing, tighten your glutes as if you're gently trying to lift yourself upward. Hold the squeeze for 5 seconds, then release. Repeat 10 times. Why it works. Strong gluteal muscles help with walking, posture, and even standing for long periods. They're often neglected, but deeply important. Each of these movements takes just a few minutes a day, but done consistently, they create a powerful foundation. Stronger legs mean better balance, and better balance means freedom. But here's something most people overlook. Even with strong legs, many women still feel unsteady on their feet. Why? Because balance isn't just about muscle, it's also about something deeper, something internal. Let's explore that next. Have you ever stood up too quickly and felt a wave of dizziness? Or turned your head while walking and suddenly felt unsure of your footing? These aren't always signs of weakness. Sometimes, they're signs that your inner ear vestibular system isn't functioning as sharply as it once did. You see, Balance is a three-part system. It relies on your muscles and joints, especially in the legs, your vision to help orient yourself in space, and your vestibular system located in the inner ear. This system acts like your body's built-in gyroscope. Tiny structures inside your ear detect motion, acceleration, and head position and send signals to your brain about how to keep you upright. But here's the problem. Just like muscles, this system weakens with age if it's not stimulated. According to the Vestibular Disorders Association, balance-related dizziness becomes significantly more common after age 65, especially in women. And yet, few people ever train their inner ear. Vestibular training, simple movements to sharpen your balance system. Here are 2 gentle, safe exercises that stimulate your vestibular system and improve your body's balance response. 1. Head turns while seated. How to do it. Sit comfortably in a chair. Focus your eyes on a fixed object directly ahead. Slowly turn your head left, then right, while keeping your eyes on the object. Repeat 10 times. Why it works. This helps your brain process movement while stabilizing your gaze, a skill that fades with age unless practiced. 2. Heel-to-toe walking. How to do it. Stand tall and walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like walking a tightrope. Take 10 to 15 steps. Use a wall for support if needed. Why it works? This challenges your proprioception, your body's sense of where it is in space, and strengthens communication between your legs, brain, and inner ear. These exercises may feel strange at first, but that's actually a good sign. It means you're waking up a system that's been quietly falling asleep. And here's something even more powerful. When you combine muscle training with vestibular activation, your results multiply. You move with more confidence and fewer surprises. But balance and strength aren't just built through movement. They're also shaped by something that happens when you're not moving at all. What is it? Let's talk about rest and recovery and how sleep directly impacts your physical stability. It may sound surprising, but some of your most important physical progress happens when you're not moving at all. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes women make after 65 isn't skipping exercise, it's undervaluing rest. You see, when you perform even the gentlest strength movements, you're creating tiny micro-tears in your muscle fibers. That's a good thing. It's how muscle rebuilds stronger. But that repair process, it doesn't happen while you're lifting your leg or doing heel raises. It happens during deep rest, especially while you sleep. According to research from the National Sleep Foundation, older adults who sleep fewer than 6 hours a night are significantly more likely to experience muscle fatigue, poor coordination, increased risk of falls. And yet, more than 40% of women over 65 report trouble falling or staying asleep. So how can you support your body's nighttime recovery? Make the most of your daytime exercise. 3 ways to optimize sleep for better strength and stability. 1. Set a wind-down routine. Choose a time each night to begin signaling your body that it's time to rest. This might include dimming the lights, listening to soft music or a calming audiobook, gentle stretching or meditation. This helps your circadian rhythm prepare for restorative sleep, which improves overnight muscle recovery. 2. Avoid late-night heavy meals. Eating large meals too close to bedtime can interfere with your body's ability to enter deep sleep. If you need a snack, keep it small and protein-rich, like a slice of turkey or a few almonds. Why protein? Because amino acids help repair muscle tissue while you sleep. 3. Try a legs-elevated position before bed. Lying down with your legs slightly elevated for 10 minutes before sleep can improve circulation and reduce swelling, both of which support leg strength and comfort the next day. By respecting your rest as much as your movement, you allow your body to rebuild, restore, and return stronger each morning. This creates a full circle effect. Exercise builds the stimulus, and sleep delivers the results. But there's another element that ties directly into strength: Balance on even how confident you feel on your feet, your core. And no, we're not talking about crunches. Let's explore that next. When most people think about strengthening their legs or improving their balance, they focus on the thighs, the knees, or the ankles. But the true center of control, your body's natural stabilizers, something deeper: your core. And no, this doesn't mean six-pack abs or doing crunches on the floor. In fact, for women over 65, the core means something much more practical and powerful. Your core muscles include the abdominals, lower back, obliques, and pelvic floor. These muscles work together like a natural corset, holding your body upright, controlling movement, and reacting when you sway or stumble. According to the Harvard Medical School, a strong core can reduce the risk of falls, improve walking and standing endurance, ease back pain, enhance posture and breathing. And the best part? You can strengthen your core without ever lying on the floor. Let's walk through 3 limb-packed core exercises that are safe, effective, and specifically designed for older adults. 1. Seated knee marches. How to do it. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back tall. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest, then lower. Alternate legs like you're marching. Do 10 to 15 lifts per leg. Why it works. This engages your lower abs and hip flexors, helping with walking strength and stability when you stand up. 2. Standing side bends. How to do it? Stand tall with feet shoulder-width apart. Gently raise one arm overhead and lean slightly to the opposite side. Come back to center. Switch sides. Repeat 8 times per side. Why it works? This strengthens the obliques, which support twisting motions, posture, and lateral balance, especially important when stepping sideways or catching yourself. 3. Pelvic tilts. How to do it. Sit upright. Gently tilt your pelvis forward, arching your lower back slightly, then tilt it backward by rounding the lower spine. Move slowly and smoothly. Repeat 10 times. Why it works. This activates deep core stabilizers and increases awareness of posture-reducing strain on the spine during walking or standing. These gentle movements don't just build strength, they reconnect you to your center literally. And once your core and legs are working in harmony, you may notice something unexpected. Your posture improves. Your breath deepens. And walking feels more fluid, less like an effort, more like freedom. But there's another secret to graceful, pain-free movement: joint flexibility. Let's look at how even 5 minutes a day can make your knees, hips, and ankles feel brand new. Have you ever felt stiff when getting out of bed? Or noticed that your knees don't bend as easily, your hips feel tight, or your ankles seem less responsive? This stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it can silently sabotage your balance and strength. Because when your joints don't move freely, your muscles can't work at full capacity, and your brain, it receives confusing signals about where your body is in space. The result? Increased risk of missteps, falls, and unnecessary strain. But the good news is this: flexibility can be restored even in your 70s or 80s with gentle, consistent attention. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, flexibility exercises can improve joint range of motion, muscle coordination, walking efficiency, and fall prevention. You don't need to become a yoga expert. You just need 5 to 10 minutes a day of purposeful movement. Let's explore 3 gentle flexibility exercises that focus on the joints most critical to balance: knees, hips, and ankles. 1. Ankle circles. How to do it. Sit tall in a chair. Extend one leg slightly and slowly rotate your ankle in circles 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. Repeat with the other leg. Why it works? Healthy ankles help absorb shock and stabilize each step you take, especially on uneven ground. 2. Seated hip openers. How to do it. Sit with feet flat on the floor. Place your right ankle on your left knee. Sit up straight and gently lean forward until you feel a stretch in your hip. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds, then switch legs. Why it works. Open hips allow for smoother walking, easier stair climbing, and better posture, all essential for balance. 3. Supported knee bends. How to do it. Hold on to a countertop or back of a sturdy chair. Slowly bend one knee, as if to lower into a tiny squat. Then return to standing. Repeat 8 to 10 times. Why it works. This encourages mobility in the knee joints, which are central to both standing and walking strength. As your joints regain their flexibility, your movements become more fluid and instinctive. You'll find yourself walking more confidently, sitting and standing more easily, even enjoying longer strolls without feeling stiff afterward. But here's something truly exciting. When all these systems, strength, core control, flexibility, start working together, there's one final, often overlooked habit that can accelerate your progress, protect your bones, and dramatically support your balance. And it has everything to do with how you fuel your body. Let's explore it next. You've done the exercises. You're improving your posture. You're sleeping better and loosening up your joints. But there's one crucial piece that determines how well your body responds to all of that. What you feed it. Because here's the truth. Even the best loom-packed routine won't be effective if your body doesn't have the raw materials to rebuild strength and protect itself from within. After 65, nutritional needs shift. Muscle breakdown speeds up. Joint cartilage becomes thinner. And your bones need extra care to stay dense and resilient. But food-real, whole nourishing food can become your strongest ally. Let's look at 5 essential nutrients that directly support leg strength, joint mobility, and balance after 65, and where to find them in everyday meals. 1. Protein. Why it matters. Muscle is made of protein. Without enough of it, your body can't rebuild the tissue you challenge during exercise. Best sources for women 65 plus. Eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, and beans. Skinless poultry, cottage cheese. Tip: aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Spacing it evenly across the day is more effective than having one big, protein-heavy meal. 2. Omega-3 fatty acids. Why it matters. Omega-3 South help reduce joint pain, stiffness, and inflammation, making movement easier and recovery smoother. Best sources. Fatty fish, chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts. Tip: if you don't eat fish, consider a daily algae-based omega-3 supplement. 3. Calcium plus vitamin D. Why it matters. Strong bones are the foundation of balance. Without enough calcium and vitamin D, bones weaken, silently raising fall and fracture risks. Best sources. Dairy products, fortified plant milks, leafy greens, sunshine. Vitamin D supplements if needed. Tip: check with your doctor about your vitamin D levels, especially if you spend limited time outdoors. 4. Magnesium. Why it matters. Magnesium supports muscle contraction, balance control, and even sleep quality. Best sources. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, bananas, avocados. Tip: many women over 65 are deficient in magnesium, so even small daily additions can make a difference. 5. Hydration. Why it matters. Dehydration can cause joint stiffness, fatigue, dizziness, and even balance problems. Yet many women over 65 don't feel thirsty as often and unknowingly drink too little. Simple rule. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of water per day, more if you're active or it's warm. Tip: herbal teas, infused waters, and broth-based soups all count toward your daily fluid intake. When your plate supports your movement, the entire body responds. Muscles rebuild faster, joints move more smoothly, and your mind feels clearer, more grounded, and ready for action. So what happens when you put all of this together? Gentle movement, smart recovery, a strong core, flexible joints, and nourishing fuel. You begin to regain something that can't be measured in reps or minutes. You regain confidence in every step you take. Now, let's tie everything together. Let's take a moment to reflect. Over the last few minutes, you've heard about exercises that don't require jumping or twisting, movements that respect your body while rebuilding it. You've discovered how strong legs aren't just a matter of muscle but of inner ear balance. Sleep, posture, joint mobility, and even what's on your plate. You've been introduced to a new way of thinking about movement. Not as something harsh or punishing, but as a gentle daily gift to your body. A signal to your legs that they still matter. A message to your bones, muscles, and nerves. I haven't given up on you, and you shouldn't give up on me. This is where transformation begins, not in big leaps, but in quiet, steady progress. A few minutes of marching while seated. A deep breath while turning your head. A stretch before bed. A glass of water before lunch. These may seem small, but done consistently, they are acts of strength. Too often, women over 65 are told to slow down, to take it easy, to accept that this is just what happens with age. But here's what they don't always tell you. There's a big difference between slowing down and giving up. Slowing down is wise. It's protective. It's thoughtful. But giving up, that's not in your nature. Because the very fact that you're here right now, watching this video, means you're already choosing strength. You're choosing movement. You're choosing to show up for your body, your health, and your future self. And I want you to know something else, something you may not hear enough. It's not too late. Not too late to rebuild the muscle you've lost. Not too late to improve your balance. Not too late to take walks without fear, climb stairs with confidence, or dance at a family gathering without needing a chair nearby. Do you know what keeps women strong in their 70s, 80s, even 90s? It's not just good genes or luck. It's intention. It's awareness. And it's the quiet decision made over and over again to keep moving forward, no matter how slowly. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. Let's reinforce what you've learned today. You learned that muscle naturally declines with age. But even light resistance movements like seated leg lifts can restore leg strength safely and effectively. You discovered that balance isn't just about muscles, but also about your inner ear and brain, and how vestibular exercises can keep you steady and responsive. You saw how rest and sleep aren't just for relaxation. They are essential repair windows where your body recovers, rebuilds, and prepares you for another day. You learned that core strength is your anchor supporting posture, protecting your spine, and controlling how your body responds to movement and stillness alike. You unlocked the power of flexibility, understanding how a few minutes a day of joint-friendly stretches can free your hips, knees, and ankles to move like they used to. And you discovered that what you eat, from lean protein to omega-3s, south either supports or sabotages your efforts. Because food, like movement, is medicine. So now, imagine this. 1 month from today, you follow just 10 minutes of these exercises 3 times a week. You've begun sleeping more peacefully. You've added more protein to your breakfast and stretched before bed. And one morning, as you rise from your chair, you realize something. It feels easier. You feel lighter, more in control, more you. That's not a fantasy. It's not a promise wrapped in hype. It's what happens when small efforts meet consistency and a body that is still listening, still adapting, and still full of potential. Your legs have carried you through decades of life, through work, through love, through laughter. They've supported you even when you weren't paying attention to them. Now, you have the chance to support them back. Honor your body not for how it looks, but for all that it survived and still wants to do. There are places to go, people to hug, memories to make. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. So take a deep breath, stand tall. And when you're ready, move forward with grace, purpose, and power. If this video inspired you or helped you in any way, please consider subscribing to the channel. Not because numbers matter, but because your presence here matters. and we'd love to continue this journey with you. Feel free to leave a comment below. Share your experience, your questions, or even your own favorite loom-packed movement. This is a space of encouragement and shared strength. Until next time, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live, and it's worth every step.